Hello. I was busy trying to find a dark Halloween ambience, you know, sounds because I didn't want the room getting too quiet. Minus AC going on there. That thing has been my best friend this summer because IBS sucks. Just put it that way. So I'm bored, so I figured I'd make a video. Not sure how long this is gonna be, to be honest. But yeah. Um, so I don't know how many of you are moon people, but I just got my full moon pendant. Yes, I do like full moon little like rituals kind of thing. I'm holistic. I'm not a pagan, but you don't have to be a pagan to do moon rituals, which is pretty cool. So whoever is pagan, so yeah, I'm just saying for myself. I do full moon rituals. I do like incense. I put like water outside, make moon water because it's like a scientific kind of thing. Because 70% of our body, like let me reword that. Our bodies have like 70% water in it. So think about like the moon touching the tides. The tides are crazy. So I don't know if anyone you'll notice from like a few full moons ago, everyone was acting strange, and my friends were like, what the hell's wrong with me? And I'm like, it's the moon, I'm telling you. Like, I'm feeling the same way. So, the moon really does, like, affect us like we are, like, ocean tides. Except it affects our moods and all that. It's pretty fascinating, if you think about it. So, yeah. So, I got my full moon pendant. So I'm excited to wear this for my full moon day. This one is from my boyfriend. I always wear this. The only times I'll take it off is when I'm showering. Sorry, I had dinner. Showering, or if I really need to, I had to take this off while I go to bedtime, but sometimes I actually do sleep with it, so. Sorry for some message. So, I have been writing this book with my friend. We're like trying to figure out like if we want to publish this book or not. We don't know, but it's I would say it's like a dark romance kind of thing. There's definitely, assassins, and, so you have, like, okay, there are books out there, and also this is an awareness for those who are in the, I don't know how touchy this topic will be, the HT, talking about, with that kind of thing, with girls and selling them, that kind of thing. So, the assassins that I'm writing about, they're trained to, like, use guns and throw knives, you name it, all this kind of stuff. Well, they use their skill to save, women and teenagers, so it's pretty cool. And then on the side, Xander, yes, Xander. I couldn't use the name Zaid from Haunting Eileen, but I had to have Zaid somewhere, so Xander, Zaid is in it. He is like the leader, and he he's been like watching a lot of these like dark web videos and trying to track these bad guys down, and he's just like, I need to find myself a hobby because all I'm doing is staring at this damn screen. So he takes a walk, he's like, alright, maybe I should go for a burger, but, maybe I should go to the bookstore, to, like, look for something that might, suit his taste, So he goes in, and he finds the horror section. Perfect, Well, he passes by, like, the dark romance section, because it's kind of close to where the horror is, the romance, kind of thing, So then he sees this girl, red hair. It's like, damn, red hair. It's so beautiful, So she's like feeling the bindings of the books, and he's curious. And of course, for the assassin, they can't really like give away their identity. So he's like, damn, she's cute, but I can't talk to her, or she'll see me, or whatever, He's nervous. He hasn't flirted in years, So he knows that she's trying to reach for a book on the upper shelf, so he's like, fine. So he goes in, and he helps her, realizing this girl is blind. So he's like, oh, she can't see me, so I shouldn't say anything. Of course, she was saying, thank you so much, and he goes, he kind of taps on the book like, you're welcome, kind of thing. But, it's like, you really want him to, like, talk, just like, hello? So the one thing he does, which he knows later on, after this happens, that he's like, I shouldn't have done that, Gabby, if you're watching this, it's okay. Yeah, it's funny. We have to talk about it. Okay. So he finds out that she has like a dark romance taste, and well, there happens to be 2 books available. There's like one with Braille and one without. So he snatches the one without because he was overhearing about the plot that the main character was talking about the book, like, which is reading to the cashier girl, and he was like, well, I gotta read what she's reading because damn, so he's catching it in, and he's asking the girl, I think her name is Lacey, from what I remember, Lacey, oh. Asking her, like, does she know her personally, because the reason why he's asking her is because she just walked out of the store without an umbrella, and when he arrived, it's raining. When she arrived, it wasn't, so he has an umbrella, and she's like, no, she came here without an umbrella, and then he's like, crap, because he doesn't want her to get wet, he's being a gentleman. So again, he doesn't want to give out his identity. So he meets up with her at the pole light, light pole. What do you want to call that? And I'm a writer. I should know this. So he goes up to her, and he puts the umbrella over her as if it feels like the rain has stopped, when really it hasn't. So he ends up following her, so she's like, not getting wet. Well, he ends up following her home by accident, kind of thing. You know where she was going, So he's like, oh, we're at her house. And he starts daydreaming, thinking about them sitting on the front step, drinking coffee in the morning, kind of thing. And he goes, and she hears it. She's like, hello? And he goes, like, I'm being like silent as a mouse, So she goes into her house, and she's making tea. Little does she know that he's in her kitchen. He slithered right through, the door, and he's just watching her making tea, just observing her, you know. And again, his head is like, oh my god, I really gotta get to know this girl and stuff. So he's there for like, you know, a couple hours watching her read and geek out and shit, you know. Then she goes to bed. He turns around to give her privacy when she's getting dressed for bed. He's in a pervert, you know, which is nice. So then she gets to bed, and then that's when he realized, what am I doing? So he, like, skedaddle. We gotta get out of here. So then she goes to work. She's a teacher for music and, you know, singing kind of thing. And so while she's at work, again, he puts cameras in her home. Just kitchen, living room, and hallway. Does not touch the bathroom or bathroom or living room. Bedroom. Bathroom and bedroom. Yeah, those ones are off limits. He doesn't want to see that. That's her privacy, you know. But he just wants to keep an eye on her because, you know, he's an assassin. He's making sure she's fine, and of course he's observing her from afar, you know. So they do meet. It's funny, you know, and he doesn't tell her his name, but he's being like, you know, challenging with her kind of thing. You know, I won't like give a lot away because just in case if she and I decide to publish this book. Right now we're on chapter 8. And it's getting good. It's deep, you know, with sensitive topics. But it is so good. I love Jax so much. He's also an assassin. He's a hacker and a tracker. So he tracks down the bad guys. You know, he's really good at what he's doing. So really good. He's really good at what he does. Well, he's also the class clown in the group. So he has his own issues like anxiety, ADHD, a dark background, kind of thing of where he came from when he was an infant, growing up, kind of thing. So to make things brought to light, he uses commentary, and I love him for that. He is also bisexual, so he has like black or purple nails, you know. It's cute. So I love him so much. He is like the light of the book. Minus Xander. You know, Xander, you know. But Jax, I love him so much. So yeah, we're having fun with this book. And when my friend gets home from work, she and I will be writing a bit more. So there's like the assassin part, and also with the romance between him and the main character. Sorry, my friend messaged me. Gabby. And also there's kind of like, I wouldn't say a supernatural. It's definitely a mystery that's going on, you know. So with her, because, you know, she's blind and she's been told this and this of how she got blind at 6 years old, and things are kind of, you know, sound a little sketchy, what she's been told. And, you know, and her guardian, Damien, you know, when her parents died in the car crash 2 years ago. She was like 26. She's 28 now. He doesn't know much about her. So he's like, I don't know much, and he feels kind of like, what's going on with her? You know, so we're at that point now with them trying to figure that out, where Xander was trained because he's a medic, because they all had different skills and whatever. So he's a medic. He was trained at this medical building, so that's where he brings her to do some little tests kind of thing. So that's where we're at right now. So yeah, if you want to, I gotta ask her first. I do have a Wattpad. I hardly ever use it, but um, I only put 6 chapters in because you don't put the whole book on there, so the whole book, the book doesn't get taken. So if you want to go on that, I can link that down below. So if you want to read that, you can go ahead. It's spicy when it gets to that part. So yeah, I think my parents are home. They had to pick up my sister-in-law. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's true. They did. So yeah, they're probably home. I'm hoping they keep it down, not say we're home. Remember that one video? It was one of my first videos when she was like, "You home?" I was like, I'm making a video." That was funny. So yeah, so that was a little story time on that. So I'm trying to make some time to read this and follow the audiobook. It's getting interesting. It's all different point of views. There's definitely a kidnapping. A girl gets found later, but she's been in this basement for who knows how long, and it's like gross because she and the other kid, Gus, I think his name was, they're barely washed, barely fed. They're fed like this mush stuff. It's really gross, and they only have one toilet that's there's no toilet paper. So she doesn't know how long they've been there because she says, her feet have grown, so her shoes hurt, so she had to take off her shoes. Now she has no shoes. So I think maybe she got taken when she was a kid, and now she's probably maybe 13 or 14. I don't know. So her name is Delia. That's all I know that, and they did get away, but after that, then there's been these 11 years ago of what happened before that kind of thing. So that's where I'm at. So it is getting very interesting. I've heard good things about it. The twist at the end. I'm waiting for that twist. So I'm believing in this book that's gonna be good. So one book I'm reading Hunting Adeline, and it's behind me, but I don't feel like getting it. They're big books, okay, but I went through the first book pretty good. I was going through a huge reading slump. That book got me out of that. So if you like dark romance and don't mind any triggers, go read it. Point that way because my book's over there. So I'm reading Hunting Adeline, which is the second book, and let me just tell you, things are going on. That's damn. Okay, it's dark. It's darker than in the first book. Let's see. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm reading. I almost said already. I'm reading the book Praise, and that one sounds interesting because okay, so it's in the back of the book, so I'm not giving any spoilers. So the girl Charlie, she wasn't there at the apartment to like sign her lease. So her her payment after her and her boyfriend broke up, her money was sent to his father for some reason, you know. And so she's like, fine. So she has to go over to where his father lives. Well, he didn't realize that this girl was not his son's ex-girlfriend, but somebody else. And yeah, it got very awkward when he found this. He finds this out. But as she's working, he arrives and he asks her a question about, you know, hiring her for a job, secretary. But, yeah, it's gonna get spicy. It's really cool, though, since it's gonna be a movie sometime in the future. It's being, although now they arrived. It's being directed by a female, so you know it's gonna be good. So yeah, so right now those are the books I'm reading. I have other books on my audiobook. It's called Inmate. It takes place like in a jail. It's kind of like that. A woman works there, and she apparently got her ex-boyfriend in there. So that should be interesting. Yeah, so I'm going 21 minutes. Wow, jeez. Time flies when you talk. Yeah, so that's what I'm reading. And if you want to comment down below what you think of the books that I just mentioned, or whatever you're reading, by all means. And I know I have not put up my backdrop yet. Sorry. I'm working on it. I swear I'm working on it. I've been playing Bubble Witch. My father is going to get, because I'm way ahead of him. I'm at 1,354. That's my level. Yeah, I'm way ahead of him, because you know why? Because I get bored, and he plays another game. Sorry, Dad. Alright, so I'm gonna get off of here and get to reading this, or write with her, you know, whichever. So, yeah, so I will make more videos now. Trying to get back into the flow of things, you know, my channel. So I hope you're all doing well. Today I feel like it's been a little, like, I don't know, like, today I was feeling a little off, tired. I mean, I don't know if it was just me, or, and if you guys were feeling fatigued or whatever, you know, I don't know, maybe the weather was kind of, like, rainy or something. I don't know, but hope y'all doing good. Yeah, I'll chat with y'all soon. Bye, y'all.